Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions, and he's got an impressive assist tally, and he's got solid defensive numbers too, so he really does make that left side his own.
And sent off! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. He's having a go! A whisker high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
He is through here. Rafael Leao. Ribery. Now it's Giroud. Ricci with the slide tackle there. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get... Rafael Leao! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
DiMarco. Serginho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's the keeper's ball. So it is still 0-0. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now it's Giroud. Now that looks a decent ball. Chips it through. Dida chooses to deal with it himself. And they're quick to get it back. Serginho. Distributed tidily. Tomori. Goes looking wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Pulisic. Well, that is one way to stop him. Seedorf, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Shevchenko. It's Ronaldinho! Ribery. And it's Serginho. Looking to play him in. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. Lovely bit of... Rafael Leao! And that is high.
Rafael Leao most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. He's tried one! Brilliant from Leao! That is a gem! An absolute gem! You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, that was vital. Serginho. Could move up a gear here. Great vision. Out to the left it goes. Rafael Leao gets into a good position. Seedorf. Played out to the right. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, super find. That is ended up in no man's land. Pulisic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Davids. Great ball, and he's in here. Shevchenko finds himself offside. And they win it back again. Rafael Leao was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's got away.
Well, the moans and groans.
And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Serginho. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 9, Giroud, lascia il campo per il numero 20.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Shot, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Missed by a fraction. Corner number 4 coming up here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Pulisic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Pulisic. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. To increase the lead. You like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Goes for the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Header comes in! Harmlessly behind. Seedorf plays a sharp little ball here, and that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And he's got the beating of his man. Closing in on goal. And that would have been some goal.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Ronaldinho. Bastoni. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Davids. Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
DiMarco. Rafael Leao. Back into the middle. Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. Serginho. It's Ribéry. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 27, numero 11. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14. Modric, il numero 25.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zaniolo. He's through, now is he in? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ribéry. Not the most accurate pass. That has been slung wide. And it's Modric. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Yildiz providing an outlet on that flank. Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. Played out wide. Gabbia deals with that comfortably. Ibrahimovic. Ribery. Now it's Rafael Leao. Hangs one in. Ricci did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found the way through. Zaniolo has been caught there. It's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off. Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's beaten the last man. DiMarco with a fine tackle. Modric.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's gone for goal! Keeper's got his work done. Milan have their second corner now. Ricci attempts a clearance. And he's in on, tries a shot! He's kept it out just. And that's that. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Costa Curta. And here's Schneider. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chance here to counter. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Hullet. And he plays one through. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Rafael Leao. Hullet. A probing pass. DiMarco cuts it out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rafael Leao. DiMarco. An instinctive delivery. That's a decent clearance.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Now it's Platini. Platini. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Maradona. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shot a goal! There it is! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ribéry. Oh, that's a fine interception. Hullet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Maradona. He is through here. Pavlovic does really well to win the ball there. Maradona. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's in on goal. Real chance! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here. And they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well timed, excellent interception. Pavlovic looking to penetrate opposition lines. Serginho. Pulisic. And it's Serginho. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Platini.
This is the time you need that pace.
Platini takes a look up. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's played in low. And that's a good-looking ball. Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And this is Maradona. Oh, that's neat. Costa Curta. And it's Giroud. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. It's played through for him. Pulisic. Rafael Leao. Pullet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he has been fouled there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Serginho. Great vision. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Schneider goes sliding in. Schneider, he's free, he has got space. And the half-time whistle goes. So your views on the first half?
Milan really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4 viene sostituito con il numero 13.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
DiMarco. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Hullet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, delightful ball. Ricci. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Great skill, that's nice. Schneider. Ricci. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Steaming on goalwards. Can he finish? And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. 60 minutes played. And the return pass. And it's Ribéry. Ribéry! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Bonucci. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cannavaro. It's Hullet. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Nicely weighted ball. Good ball, good chance! Well, that has not gone well. Has a shot! Ribéry tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Bonucci. Nesta. Cannavaro. And it's Davids. Schneider charging forward, the ball at his feet, and he's got the beating of his man. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ricci. Pulisic. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Platini picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. It's anyone's ball now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cannavaro. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Not the most accurate pass. Referee has just said play on. And the pass is intercepted. Goes for goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Milan are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Just 5 minutes left. Platini, and here's Schneider. That's a sharp pass. That is good alertness. Now it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through, and the shot! And he should have made it 4. Ribéry.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Tomori. And that has left him in a heap. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, some tackle that. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We have already started here. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing...
Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Serginho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Musa. He's having a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Tomori. He's tried one! Not the most accurate pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Milan are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Modric. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Rabiot. Now it's Rafael Leao. Knocks it into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Bastoni. Di Marco. Serginho. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. And that's been drilled in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Rafael Leao, lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafael Leao has it in a wide position. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. He's gone for goal! And it's Serginho. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, that's fabulous. He slings it in. Mignon claims it without any fuss. Ricci. And it's Serginho. He has found the way through. Serginho. Opts to... Shot, surely! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Now it's Modric. Bastoni. Now Ricci. Milan finding their passes. And this is Modric. He's found the way through. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And we have our very first corner. Pulisic! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Musa. Gets a good foot in there. Modric.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he's managed to get free. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's a key interception. Rafael Leao, can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And back to the keeper they go. De Vinter. Rabiot. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pavlovic. And it's Serginho. And he's running through. Rafael Leao proves just a little bit too strong. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Rafael Leao! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Fofana. Now it's Rabiot. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rabiot. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Rafael Leao. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? Serginho receives it in a good position here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And he's there to get it away. And it's Musa. Plays a sharp little ball here. Thinks about the shot. Aims beyond the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Modric. Tomori. Now, who's going to be first to this? Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. He's got away. Has a look and plays it forward. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Now he's got space here. Rabiot looking to run onto it. That is ended up in no man's land. Maignan defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
Ricci. Now it's Giroud. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Ricci. Pass somewhat off target. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk.
Oh, that's ambitious. He's got away with one there. Now the ball's gone astray. He'll try to keep this alive.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23. Lascia il campo per il numero
Not the most convincing of passes. He's had it taken off him. And it's DiMarco.
Cambio di giocatori.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Giron.
Corner number 2 then.
Con il numero 21.
Well, it's definitely the right...
Applies the finish! That had everyone off their seats.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nkunku tries to play it through. Always onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's in plenty of space here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Thuram. Oh, a delicate chip through. Pinches it off him. Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. That'll be a throw.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 27. Lascia il campo per il numero...
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Nkunku. That is a brilliant interception. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Thuram. Floated through. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Too close for comfort. Rafael Leao. DiMarco. Rabiot providing an outlet on that flank. Header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. He's on it, he's going for goal! It's off target and by quite a way. Ricci gathers from the goal kick. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And that is as far as it goes. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff.
Hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
now they can spring out of defence. And it's played in. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That is a crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Højlund, he's shifting through the gears here. Højlund had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Chance! There it is! There is the breakthrough! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Ricci with a definite foul there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, that's a waste.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
DiMarco. Now it's Rafael Leao. Threads one in.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and
that could spell trouble. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Big header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
He's in it to De Bruyne, and a chance! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. Skims one in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rafael Leao. And there's the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
And he's had it nicked away. Driving forward. And this is De Bruyne. Serginho. Di Lorenzo cuts out the pass. Back into the middle. Serginho. Now it's Giroud. Di Lorenzo. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book. And he's lifted it over.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Modric. Now the ball's gone astray. Tomori. Now Modric. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's an excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's definitely not his best. McTominay tries to pass it through, and he plays one through. Oh no, what has happened here? He's picked his way through. Great ball, and he's in shapes to shoot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. Picked out brilliantly. Turns and shot a goal. They've done it. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So 45 minutes to turn it round. Now it's Højlund, Rafael Leao, and it's Serginho. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Serginho gets a foot in here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the finish! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
It's become a case of men against boys. De Bruyne, now it's Højlund, and he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken. Ramani, Di Lorenzo, now it's Politano. Bastoni, DiMarco. Now it's De Bruyne. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Modric. And it's Serginho. Applies the finish! De Bruyne. It's Lobotka. Di Lorenzo.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Rafael Leao tries to play it through. Di Lorenzo. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Politano carries the ball down the right. In with the challenge. Rafael Leao. De Bruyne. Looking for options for movement. DiMarco spots it and intercepts. Serginho. Now it's Rafael Leao. He is through here. Hangs in across.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And that's a throw-in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9, Giron. Viene sostituito con il numero 21.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Modric. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he's being shifted off it. And it's DiMarco. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Lobotka. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Modric did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Thuram in acres of space out wide. Can he finish? McTominay. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Højlund. Serginho. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 80. Viene sostituito con il
Modric. It's a really well-measured ball. Great vision.
That's a modern defender's instinct from...
He gets big! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And this is De Bruyne. Politano does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now that's well seen too. Rafael Leao. And it's Modric. Now it's Cuadrado. Oh, that's fabulous. And Cuadrado! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Højlund. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most accurate pass. And here's the chance to counter. And this is De Bruyne. He's got away.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Time added on 4 minutes. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that is a routine catch. Modric. Thuram. A probing pass. And that will be it. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Musa. Modric. Modric showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Goes for the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Now, he's just misjudged that one. Now it's Inzaghi. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Martinez is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that's not going to reach. Maldini gets good distance on it. That is ended up in no man's land. Tomori. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well timed, excellent interception. And no, that was never going to make it. Benacer. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Serginho. Modric. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Foot in. Searching pass he's played there. That's been slipped through. Oh, what a mistake! Musa. And here's Del Piero. Well, that has not gone well. He's on it. Can he get away? It's Inzaghi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, they're first. And this is Schneider. And now a sudden chance to counter. Akanji calmly anticipates. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Shot could be on. Schneider! Goal! Milan! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And it's Serginho. Bastoni. Now it's Inzaghi. Goes looking wide. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Çalhanoğlu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Barella does well to get it back. Milan have reclaimed it. Del Piero providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pinches it off him. Del Piero. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. The ball has bounced loose now. And Del Piero! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Del Piero in acres of space out wide. He's got away, he's tried one! Denied by an instinctive save.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
Un minuto di recupero.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Modric. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Altrimenti sarà rimossa.
Gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But
oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Serginho looking to play him in. Calhanoglu. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Chance for a shot! No, he's missed it.
Del Piero clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Benacer pressing high and with purpose. Has a shot! Off the post! Rafael Leao. And that has found him in acres of space. He's had it taken off him. And he's managed to get free. No way through. Modric! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Milan are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
And Del Piero! They've scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Del Piero. That is lovely. Can he finish? And he's steered it beyond the post.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
DiMarco. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Inzaghi. Rafael Leao. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Inzaghi. And he's well positioned. He's having a go. Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Tomori. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Serginho. Nicely spread. And he's worked it through. Tomori. Benacer. Now it's Martinez. DiMarco. And it's Serginho. And that has put paid to that.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
Corner number 2 then.
Numero 23. Numero 80. Lasciano il campo per il
Mignon
numero 9.
gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Schneider really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played back in. He's come in hard. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Mignon looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Oh, crossbar! Oh, look at the space here.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but...
Shapes to shoot! Against the crossbar! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Milan really could have done without this. To further improve their position of comfort. Terrific save by Manuel.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be
danger here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's been taken short.
Now
it's Del Piero. And there's the shot! Rafael Leao. And here's Inzaghi. Decent shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Del Piero plays it short. Now it's Del Piero. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, it's come loose. And that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. No, he's not getting past him there. Retegi. Rafael Leao. Chance, surely! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away.
Climbs up! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. DiMarco, and he's been shifted off it. Good ball, good take. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Serginho. Out to the left it goes. DiMarco. Çalhanoğlu wins the duel this time. And that's a good ball. Now, can he find a finish? Milan have their second corner now. Milan are looking to go forward now. Giroud, not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And this is Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done...
Van Basten! Over to the left. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Ribéry. Looking to go deep. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Bastoni.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Musa. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Serginho. 30 minutes gone. And he cuts out the supply. Bastoni. Ribéry is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Played back in. That has ended up in no man's land. Giroud. Giroud was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Approaching half-time and still behind. That's rather hopeful. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Serginho. Now it's Ribéry. And it's Musa. Serginho. Played out to the left flank. DiMarco. Calhanoglu. Barella. Van Basten. And he's intervened well there. Serginho. And this is Van Basten. Musa. Pass somewhat off target. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Signore e signori, attenzione, un annuncio importante. Il papà del bambino che indossa una maglietta gialla è atteso all'area informazioni. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rafael Leao goes on a charge down the left. He can run onto that. Thuram is flagged offside. Now it's Thuram. Nicely spread. Ribéry gets into a good position. Great! Really well taken goal. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tries a deft little ball. Thuram! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Tomori cuts it out. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
In comes the corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Ricci is there to clear. Threads one in. Now it's Rafael Leao. Hernandez. Ribéry.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafael Leao looking to play him in. Now that's well seen too. Almost an hour gone. Calhanoglu does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Barella. And here's Retegi. Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! Just cruising. They are cruising. And the lead is extended still further. How very smart. He just got it right.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in space and looking for options. Has crossed into the middle. It's a might! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan really could have done without this. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, it's Van Basten. Ribéry. Ribéry proves just a little bit too strong. Rafael Leao. Çalhanoğlu. Retegi. That's a good ball out wide. And this is Ribéry. Oh, smashing header! Brought out the best in the keeper. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Çalhanoğlu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to play it through. Played out to the right. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Tomori. Pavlovic cuts out the pass. Rafael Leao. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ricci. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Foot in. Ribéry. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this?